Grand afternoon, people. This is another random video I'm being guided to do, but I think this is like video 8 or something like that. Anyway, I'll put it in the things when I figure it out. But this one was a really hard pill for me to swallow, and I spent many fucking years in isolation because I was so ashamed and embarrassed to be a part of that bloodline. You know, that bloodline in our country is quite known in certain regions, and the shit they're known for is like fucking yuck, like fucking yuck, and I was so ashamed to be associated with that blood. I didn't want it running through my veins, and I knew what people were thinking when they'd look at me. And like, for instance, people would come up to me in the supermarket and be like, "Oh, you're so and so's daughter, aren't you?" And I was like, "No, I don't have one of those. As far as I'm concerned, my mother is the earth, you know? That thing is a portal that brought me into this realm. And that's why I call her my portal, you know? Because she brought me into this realm. And I'm grateful for being in this realm, but that's all she is to me. And speaking of the portal, some shit she would do was fucking out the gate. A lot of stuff I didn't realize until I read through court papers. That one's a long story, which I'm not going to put up on here yet, but I've still got those court papers. I've kept them as proof. And one thing she would do is she would get my partner at the time to pay her for the privilege of being with me. That broke my heart, because I was like, you fucking, you can, yeah, I'm sure you can imagine what that did to me. Anyway, when I found out some other information about her that was next level compared to that, I went out to slit her throat, basically. I had to ring my twin's father because I was like, look, I'm about to go to jail. You're going to need to come to the motor camp, because they lived at a motor camp. You're going to have to come to the motor camp and pick up the children. I'm fucking done with this bitch, you know? And I got out to this motor camp, and sure enough, she was out there with the pedophile. And then my younger sibling come out of the caravan as well. And just as I was about to lose my shit, the fucking cops turned up, because he had rung the cops. And yeah, the cops were just like, you need to go down the right avenues with this. You know, we understand, but you cannot, you know. So I did. I went down the right avenues. And the levels of deceit that woman went to fucking blew my fucking mind. Like, I can't make it make sense how someone can treat another fucking human like that, or even sit there and plan shit, like just plan shit to hurt someone for their own greedy fucking wants, you know. Another fucking out the gate thing she would do was back when I was in my teens, you know, I was like 18 kind of shit, no, younger than that. I think I was like 16, 17. When I was living there, there was a heap of other people living there, which just happened to be all my mates, you know. And I'm weird. I didn't really have many female friends, you know. I was like one of the boys, kind of shit, and because I was pretty fucking out the gate and rough as well, like one of the boys. Anyway, just you know, doing our thing, and she would hold PORN nights, and you know, there was about 6 or 7 males the same age as me, maybe some of them slightly older, but only by a couple of years, you know, and she would like make popcorn and everything for them. I'd never stayed for those. I was like, this is fucking weird. This is odd, you know, this is really fucking odd. And yeah, she protected her pedophile boyfriend and protected him through court and everything. He was a school bus driver and worked for the council in the town that we were living in at the time. It ended up in the paper and shit like that. And yeah, fucking out the gate stuff. And I'm sorry I kind of went off topic there, but yeah, I was super ashamed to be a part of that bloodline, you know, with what my older sibling is like, with her lies and all that kind of shit, and the younger sibling with her fraudulent fucking, fuck, that one is next level. Holy fuck. I can't even explain the levels of shit that bitch went to fucking destroy my name. And yeah, I know the people that decided to believe her, they're going through it too, because they also helped spread the slander further on, you know. But fuck, it just blew my mind. And then when I forgave them all quite a few years ago. And one thing that helped me forgive them was realizing that they are weak. They are so weak within themselves that they let themselves become puppets for darkness. And then I started feeling sorry for them, because I was like, you know, I felt sorry for them for a while there. Not sorry for them enough where I would let them back into my lives, but yeah, I felt pity, like, fuck, that sucks to be you kind of shit. You know, knowing that you were not strong enough to control your own mind, to control your own thoughts and all that kind of shit. But yeah, I was super ashamed for my children too, to be a part of that bloodline. Super fucking ashamed. But yeah, it is what it is. And a lot of people that I was associating with knew I was nothing like them, because I was always with them. Like, they knew, they fucking knew. And I hung around them for quite some time because I knew that they knew I was okay, that I was nothing like them. And that made me feel safe, you know, that made me feel accepted, because I didn't have to continuously prove my innocence. And that was one thing I've always done, is prove my innocence, even as a child in school and everything like that. Just always proving my innocence, because I was that one that would get targeted, you know. And that fucking sucked, to say the least. That really fucking sucked. Although I was no angel, you know. Like, fucking at high school, I was making, you know, like those spiky collars and shit. I'd go get screws, long ass fuck screws from the hardware store, and old belts from the op shops, you know, the thrift stores, the thrift stores. And I'd make jewelry and like sell it at school. And yeah, I kind of sold drugs at school too, and cigarettes and shit like that. I was, yeah, not there for very long. But yeah, I'd always get caught wagging. And back then the truancy, I don't know if it's still the same, but the truancy officer couldn't like manhandle you. So I'd be like, yeah, fuck you. You know, you can't do shit while I'm chuffing on my joint and shit down the road. Fucking, yeah, silly shit. Yeah, anyway, there goes another random little video. And I hope you're having a wonderful fucking day. And yeah, keep on keeping on.